Hello everyone, welcome back to the classroom. Now in this class what we are going to talk about, the very new concept or very new chapter that is all about strategic management. So what is strategic management? Managing the strategies. And what is strategy? Strategy is not a new word for you guys. You have been making strategies from your childhood itself. Oh really? How that can be? So first of all, when you people in your childhood, when you guys need a cycle, like you were making strategies कि घर जाऊंगा आज you people used to make a lot of you people were like अच्छा कितनों को स्कूल नहीं जाना होता while we people used to avoid going to schools we people used to make a particular strategy while our mom used to say उठ जा oh come on baby wake up right just like that our mom used to call us ऐसे होता था नहीं उठ जा सो रहा है ऐसे होता था इतनी जोर से एकदम. Now moving on to next, after that you people tend to be like आज तो वेट ठीक नहीं है, आज fever, I'm not feeling well, my stomach is paining, I cannot go to school. So you were making a strategy, right? After that what happens? After that, just like that, your cab used to arrive. After that, the school cab used to leave. You were like you are perfectly fine, right? After that, you people started making strategies when you people were needing a vehicle. That can be a cycle, that can be a bike, that can be a scooty, that can be a car, whatever you call it. So उसको लेने के लिए भी you guys have made a particular strategies. आज घर जाऊंगा, खाना नहीं खाऊंगा 3 दिन तक. After that, they will tell me, okay, क्या चाहिए? मेरे को बाइक चाहिए. Right? After that, such kind of things will be given to you. So after that, once you people went into colleges or once you people are over here, you people have made a strategies. Everybody in life they do have a crush, right? So looking at your crush, you were planning a lot of things, right? After that, she's going to come, I'm going to do like this, blah 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 blah, so many things. So you have been making strategies from your childhood itself. So strategy is not a word, and how you are going to manage those strategies, that is all about strategic management. Now let's go ahead, let's talk about the rest of the things. So this is going to be our topic for the day, strategic management. That how we are going to particularly deal with the strategic management. So before moving to the strategic management, there is a term known as strategy. So what is a strategy? So if I'll talk about any of the businesses, that can be any of the businesses, if I'll talk about, so what happens if it comes to any of the business, that business do carry some of the objectives. And in order to achieve those objectives, a business, each and every business tend to have scarce resources. The resources are not like that they are unlimited. No, everybody has limited resources, or you can say scarce resources, the limited quantum of resources available with them, right? So, and they have to apply their resources so that in such a way so that they are going to achieve the objectives, right? They are going to achieve the objectives. Now, moving on to next, what are going to be the features of the strategy? What are going to be the features of strategy? Features of strategy. So this is going to be like, it is important for oversight, important for foresight, for forecasting, which you guys have basically covered with me as well, important for foresight. If I'll tell you that we need to look after a period of 10 years, then what is going to happen? Where you see yourself after a period of 10 years, right? So that is a strategy. You have to make a strategy. Just like that, you people tend to make a timetable, right? Timetable बनाते हो, ठीक उसी तरीके से you are over there in making strategies as well. So strategies give you a vision, mission, and objective. What is the difference between all of them? That is also what we are going to cover in this chapter. So, importance for foresight and uncertain events. Uncertain events can be basically, you can have a roughly estimation that these kind of uncertain events we are going to face in the near future. It deals with long-term operations. Operations. So if I'll talk about that, my aim when I was a student, my aim was to be a company secretary. So in order to be a company secretary, I have prepared a strategy. That what I'll do, I'll stop using my mobile phones. I will not talk to anybody else. I'll straight away focus onto only onto my studies. So that deals with the long-term operations rather than on routine operations. It doesn't matter that what I'm doing on a routine basis. The strategy used to focus all the time on the long-term operations. Right? After that, strategy is all the time created with behavior of customers and competitors. That how your customers and your competitors used to behave. So if there is no competitor in the market, you do have a different strategy. You are carrying a monopoly competition. Monopoly, not monopolistic. So you are carrying a monopoly competition. You do have a different strategy. You are looking forward to expanding your product. And in case if you have only a limited amount of customers, then what will you do? You are going to satisfy them up to that extent that no one can ever be. Right? Well defined a roadmap of organization. Why it is termed as roadmap of organization? Because it tells you each and every time about the mission, vision, direction of the organization. By looking at the strategy, you can find out that what is our mission, what is the vision, and what is the direction of the organization. What is the direction of the organization? Right? So these are the things which are associated with strategy. Now moving further, talking about the strategic management. Now moving ahead, talking about strategic management. Now what is strategic management? The word strategic management. When it comes to strategic management, now there are numerous definitions which have been given by different authors. So when it comes to strategic management, I'll tell you one of them, and after that I'll conclude them. Okay? So it's a stream of decisions. It's a stream of decisions and action which leads to, and actions which leads to development of effective strategy. Development of effective strategy to achieve objectives. So this is all about that how you are going to manage your decisions and your actions for the overall achievement of objectives. You are going to achieve your objectives, right? For that there are a lot of decisions which are required to be complied. So you are going to make first decision, then you are going to make second one, then you are going to make third one, then fourth one. In the same phenomena, what is going to happen? You are going to achieve your objectives. So first of all, जैसे क्या होता था ना बेटा, एक हीरो होता है. हीरो क्या करता है? When heroine used to come, he used to look after. He used to basically look after that. Yes, I'll be waiting at this bus stop. इस bus stop पे वो आएगी. यहाँ पे over here, I'll wait for her. I'll board the same bus. Once the bus will arrive, she'll come at the bus stop. After that, the bus will arrive. Okay, let me make the bus as well. This is the bus. Now the bus will arrive. Both of them are going to board into the same bus. जैसे वो बस में चढ़ेगा, he's going to give the girl a particular love letter. So these are the strategies. He has made a particular sequence just to achieve his objective. उसका objective क्या है? ताकि वो हाँ कर दे बस. Right? So strategic management. If I'll talk about strategic management. Now I'm concluding the definition. There are numerous definitions which have been given, and definition do not ever forms a part of your examination. Strategic management is considered as either decision making or planning. Decision making or planning. Right. Why that is done? For a particular set of activities. For a set of activities related to, or set of activities related to formulation and implementation. Formulation and implementation of strategies to achieve objectives. Right. So it is a set of activities for which you are framing them just to achieve your objectives. Each and every time, every business tends to achieve their objectives by making a particular strategic management. That how you are going to manage your strategies. Moving on to next, what is over there as an advantage? If I'll talk about advantage of strategic management, it discharges the board of directors. Discharges the board responsibility. Whatever the responsibility that board possesses, if you have made a strategic management, you know about the sequence of operations, you know about the decisions, you know about the policies. So it discharges the responsibility of board of directors once the particular thing which has been laid down. जो आपने कहा है, अगर आप उसी के अकॉर्डिंग चल रहे हैं तो आपने एक मैनेजमेंट बना लिया है. Now you don't need the responsibility of board, and it forces an objective assessment. Each and every time you will be getting an objective assessment. Okay, because each and every time, if I'll talk about management used to think about, management do not have only the time to think about day-to-day activities. If management will be busy in thinking about day-to-day activities every time, then what is going to happen? Management will not be able to focus on the long-term activities, but it is really important to focus on the long-term activities, to take a step back from the day-to-day business and think about the future of the organization. That means objective assessment is all about thinking about future. That where you are going to stand after 5 years, after 10 years. Provides framework for decision making. Framework for decision making. So strategy basically provides a vision for future. If I talk about strategy being a long-term object, which talks about the future, it always gives you, confirms the purpose and the values of the organization. It sets the objectives and clear all the threats, whatever the threats which are there into the business. It clears the opportunities. Yet yes, after this much time we are going to have this opportunity. इतने टाइम के बाद हमें ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी और इतने टाइम के बाद हमें ये खतरा आने वाला है. After that, it supports understanding and buy-in. This heading does not relate with the buy-in or hire purchase. It totally relates with that when it comes to a particular business, that why, if a direction has been given, why that direction has been given, why that direction has been basically selected, what are the associated benefits, each and everything is over there into strategic management. If you have given a particular direction, right, then it supports that understanding because you have all the time your vision clear. Enables measurement of progress. So each and every time if I talk about strategic management, it focuses on the organization to set objectives for the long term. So first of all, it is really difficult for an organization to basically find out that what is basically critical towards the success of the organization. After that, what the management basically do, let us write something. पता चले मैं सिर्फ बोल ही रहा हूँ, बच्चे को समझ ही ना आए कुछ. Management basically focuses on identifying that what are going to be the critical measures. Critical measures. What are going to be the critical measures when it comes to a particular business? And you are going to place the critical measures in front of board. That yes sir, we have these critical measures and there are the probabilities whereby we might get failed. Right? After that, it also provides organizational perspective. Provides organizational perspective. Now, moving on to next. Should I go ahead? Yes, please. Follow it down. Moving ahead. Now, there are some disadvantages as well when it comes to strategic management. If I'll talk about strategic management do carries some of the disadvantages also. Some of the disadvantages, yes, because strategic management is not basically a work of which can be done by even a single person. So the first, each and every time strategy relates to future, guys. So when it comes to future does not unfold as anticipated, because future being uncertain, you don't know if you are making a prediction that after a period of 5 years that you will be a professional. This might can happen that after a period of 5 years you are a professional plus you are married. Now what you will do? शादी हो गई है आपकी, 2 बच्चे हैं आपके आज से 5 साल के बाद, बेटा वो पापा पापा कह रहे हैं आपको. Now what is going to happen? You don't know about future, right? It requires, when it comes to a particular business, so organization which looks after the future in order to develop plans, it's not an easy understanding. It's not easy because future being uncertain, you don't know that what is going to happen. Just like that, notbandi hui thi desh mein, demonetization took place. Such kind of measures can be over there. Nobody has expected that such kind of things are going to happen. But still, there are a lot of other things as well. So future, after that, it can be expensive because when it comes to strategic management, there are very few people into strategic management. Very few. Okay, and it takes all the time. Business used to hire, some kind of consultants from outside business. They used to make a particular strategy and they used to charge like, it's a very huge amount. And moreover, it impedes flexibility. So each and every time if I'll talk about an organization, it's really frustrating to choose from if you have been given a lot of opportunities. So just like you guys were there into 12th class, right? You passed your 12th class, you have been given a lot of options. CA, CS, CMA. So 3 options आपके पास दिए. After that you belong to commerce, MBA or BCom. This option has been given, or else LLB. A lot of options were given to you guys. So what happened? You choose to be a professional, and selecting them, which was really difficult. So ability to choose among the opportunities is a lot of times that turns out to be frustrating. Now moving on to next, long-term benefit. Long-term benefit versus immediate results. So strategic management, they are basically designed each and every time to give the business a long-term benefit. Okay, so looking at the strategic management, and you basically know about there can be an immediate crisis, just like I told you guys about, notebandi, that is demonetization. There can be an immediate crisis. Then what is going to happen? Because each and every time we are focusing on the long-term benefits and the future is uncertain, as I told you guys again. So it's uncertain. There can be an immediate crisis. Just like that, the whole taxation system in India got changed. That is GST. GST came into picture. Now you are not required to intimate to each and every body. So you are just required to intimate a single person. That is GST. What was that? That was a sudden change in the external policies. That leads to a turn, which basically turns out to be a whole strategic management turns out to be into that all of them went into vain. So now moving ahead. Now I'll talking about strategic management. strategic management framework. If I talk about strategic management framework, there are basically 5 stages which are associated over there. There are 5 stages which are associated when it comes to strategic management. So, first of all, you need to identify that what is your present situation. That means, what is your present situation? Where you are standing at present. Where you are standing at present. That means, what is going to be your strength? What is your weakness? Yeah. Then again, it's going to be what is your opportunity, comma, what is your threat? What is your threat? Now, moving on to next. After thinking about that, so first of all, you need to know about your present situation, that where are you guys standing, right? After that, moving on to next, that where you want to go, what is going to be your mission, vision, goal? What is going to be your mission? What is going to be your goal? Where your company wants to be? What are going to be your objective? That means where you want to go in future. To go future. कि फ्यूचर में आप कहाँ जाना पसंद, I mean, where you see yourself after a period of 5 years, or where you see yourself after a period of 10 years. So, right, after that, first of all, you are going to look after your present situation. After that, mission, goal, objective, what are their meanings? I'll tell you each and everything about them, okay? After that, in order to achieve your objective, you are there to achieve your objective. In order to achieve your objective, you do have different alternatives available. Different strategic alternative available. Different strategic alternatives which are available. Now, which alternative you are going to select? Right? Which alternative you are going to select, and on which basis you are going to identify. So, there are different alternatives. After that, you are going to select the best alternative. Select the best alternative which basically fits your requirements and which is as per your requirement and which will help you in achieving your goal into the future. Select the best alternative with strength of organization. With strength of organization. After that, now what is going to happen? Then after making a particular selection of the best alternative which fits your requirements and which will help you in making your product grow, then when it comes to the next stage, it talks about implementing the alternative. The alternative which you have selected over here, you have made a selection of the best alternative, then you are going to implementing and executing of selected alternative. Right, now moving ahead. So this is going to be a framework of how strategic management is going to work, how you are going to basically look at the situation. First of all, look over here where you are basically standing. After that, look at where you want to be in future. After that, you will find that there are going to be different options available. After that, you have selected one of the options, and after that, start implementing the option which you have selected. Now, what is going to be, if I talk about SM, strategic management, it do has an importance. So what is going to be the importance? It discovers organizational strength and weakness. It discover organizational strength and weakness. What is going to be the organizational strength? What is going to be the weakness? And after that, it also identifies possible weakness and threat. So there is an analysis named as SWOT: strength, weakness, threat and opportunities. Strength and opportunity. Just a moment, let me correct it बेटा, let me correct it. तुम लोगों से बातें करते करते ना गलत हो जाता कई बार. Strength and opportunity. What are the opportunities which you are going to get in future? Right. After that, weakness and threat. After that, what is going to be the next advantage? It provides vision. It provides vision or vision, or you can say direction to direction. Direction to whom, sir? It provides direction to future of organization. That where you should go, what is going to be your direction, where you should find yourself after a period of 5 years, 10 years or whatsoever that is. Right. After that, build a dynamic and strong organization. Build a dynamic and strong organization. Then helps to achieve growing and stable organization. Right, so this is going to be all over the importance of strategic management. Okay, and after that there can be one more over there, that is to implement changes. Implement changes to overcome weakness. To overcome weakness. So every business do have some kind of weakness. तो हर एक की एक weakness होती है बेटा. आपकी क्या है आप जानते हो. Everybody do has a strong subject. Everybody do has a weak subject. So when it comes to weakness, how you can overcome them? You have to make some necessary changes. So what are those changes? So now we are moving towards what is going to be the process of strategic management. Sir, process पढ़ा तो ना. This is framework. This is framework. Framework means that what are going to be the parameters. Okay, and after that, how that is going to work, that is all about the process. That what is going to be the process of strategic management. How the strategic management process will be carried out. Strategic management, and we are going to talk about the process. Right. So strategic management is basically there are too much steps which are involved. So when it comes to this particular process, every step requires some explanation as well. Let's move on to the process directly here. So this is the very first step, which involves the identifying or defining the business mission. That what is your mission, what is the purpose of framing this. So you have started a business, right? The business should have a particular purpose, a particular mission or an objective. Till the time you guys don't know about that, what is the meaning of these three words, for the time being, please wait for some time, you will come to know about the meanings. Okay, so that means, what does that mean? That what is the logical starting point? What is the logic behind starting business? Logic behind starting, and why they basically laid down such kind of foundation. Just like Dhirubhai Ambani, the founder of Reliance, he has a vision that हर एक हिंदुस्तानी के हाथ में मोबाइल होना चाहिए. Every Indian citizen should have a mobile phone in their hands at one day. That was his vision, right? So what is that vision? So after that, environmental analysis is carried out. Environmental analysis takes place in internal environment of business and external environment of business as well. First of all, how it carries out? It identifies the changes. After identifying the changes, it presents present and future threats. It identifies that what are the present and the future threats and what are the opportunities available. threats and opportunities which are available. So during this diligence, the total whatsoever the analysis which has been carried out relating to the internal and external environment, we come to know about, we have to identify the changes. Beta, if I'll talk about 2010, if I'll talk about today, so is there any change? There are a lot of changes, right? At present and future, you are going to identify that what are the threats of the business and what are going to be the opportunities for the particular business. And after that, you are going to do an assessment. You are going to do an assessment related to your strength and weakness, that what is going to be your strength and what is your weakness. A business should be totally affirmed with that what is your strength and what is your weakness. So just like when it comes to every topic or every subject, you do have some strength points and you do have some weakness points, right? Should I go ahead? So revise organizational direction. Over here, what we have done is we have just identified the things. And over here, what we are going to do, we are going to do the revise organizational direction. That means we are going to do a SWOT analysis, right? What is SWOT analysis now? Strength, S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, T for threat. This analysis is carried out when it comes to step number 3. When it comes to step number 4, we used to look after what is the alternative choice. Many alternative strategies are basically formulated on the basis of the options which are available, and after that alternative strategies, they are ranked on the basis of this SWOT analysis. There are many alternative choices. So on basis of SWOT, we used to give them a rank. On basis of SWOT, they are ranked. They are ranked. Ranking is done on the basis of SWOT analysis, right? After that, what happens? That strategy is properly implemented. So implementation of strategy is brought into action at the very 5th step. Moving on to next, while making an implementation, you should have a clear vision and idea of competitors, strategy, organizational structure. You should be aware about your business. Moreover, you should also be aware about that what kind of basically idea, what kind of vision, what kind of organizational culture, what kind of skills of managers do the competitors carry. In order to be a good business competitor, you should have a proper idea that what kind of things does your competitor carry. Now, moving on to next, the final step for strategic management is strategic evaluation and control, which talks about the monitoring, and evaluation, and evaluating SM process in order to improve it and to ensure that it functions properly. So this is the total phenomena about the strategic management process module. So when it comes to strategic management process, these are the things which are required to be written in the examination. Okay. Moving ahead, आगे चले बेटा, बोले बेटा. This is strategic management process. Okay. Please make sure that you guys do not make any kind of blunder in this. Now, moving ahead. Now, we are going to talk about that we have heard 3 words. So, first of all, I'll be talking about vision. Vision. Vision is basically a statement of future. Right? Vision, objectives, they are not basically synonyms. Vision is a statement of future. And it is well said that a great visionary can see, can foresee in future, in advance, and take steps, accordingly to be at front, forefront. So it's all about that you can, a great person, a great visionary, what you used to call it, a visionary means a person who can look after the future, who can predict that yes, these things are going to happen into the near future if this strategic management is adopted. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है दोस्तों कि अगर आप पंडित जी के पास गए, पंडित जी ने कहा दोस्तों आपको एक काम करना है बेटा, क्या काम करना है? अब आधे से बच्चे ज्यादा इधर देखते रहते हैं, मेरा बैग रखा हुआ है यार, राइट? हाँ, सो नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. सो पंडित जी ने कहा बेटा इफ यू आर, अगर तुम मंगलवार को जाओगे हनुमान जी को प्रसाद चढ़ाओगे तो तुम पास हो जाओगे. सो पंडित जी कैन सी फ्यूचर, ही इज चैलेंजिंग यू इफ यू आर गोइंग टू बेसिकली, if you are on every Tuesday, if you go to a particular temple, and if you are basically if you will start following the practices which the Pandit ji has said, then he basically tells you after a period of 2 years you will be a professional, right? So just like that, Pandit ji can see the vision. Pandit ji will tell you that after a couple of months, नहीं, you have done something wrong, हमने तो सही बताया था, आपने गड़बड़ कर दिया, राइट? सो नाउ मूविंग अहेड, मेहनत से करो काम, पंडित जी कुछ नहीं करेंगे. सो लेट मी मेक अ कंक्लूजन ओवर हियर. सो विजन कैन बेसिकली प्रोवाइड अ रोड मैप टू कंपनीज फ्यूचर, it's a roadmap to company's future, that where you want to be in next 5 years, 10 years, right? Vision indicates kind of company's management is trying to be in future. Management is trying to create for future, that what are you basically moving ahead to try to create for future. And it also specified about company's intention and capability to adopt new technology, After that, it also specifies management policies. Towards customers and societies. Right? Now moving forward. So it talks about the management policies which are towards the customer and towards the society. So when it comes to vision, let me show you something. So better look over here. As we were talking about the vision, this is the vision of Infosys. Infosys का नाम सुना? We aim to be globally respected and sustainable company. The circle of responsibility, what are going to be the focus areas, this is the whole design relating to them as well. Economic performance, innovative research, community outreach. Now they have also basically released a PDF relating to the Vision 2050. So what the company is going to do in the future, that is all about the vision, the new agenda for business. This has been released relating to keeping in mind the sustainable development, because being every business do have limited resources. First of all, it carries the details of each and everybody, whosoever is. So that is basically too much, this is not a current one, but still that has been released long back ago. But so book as to usual Outlook 2050. Now this is the date from where the vision starts. So you can write you can pause anywhere, you can read any of the paragraphs, whatever you like. You can simply Google about the vision of Infosys. You will get all the necessary details from there. So this is the vision. In 2050, some 9 billion people live well and within the limits of the planet. Right? So this is one of the visions. So what does the article says? In 2050, some 9 billion people live well and within the limits of the planet. The global population has begun to stabilize, mainly due to education and economic empowerment of women and increased urbanization. More than 6 billion people, 2/3 of the population, live in the cities. People have means to meet their basic human needs, including the need for dignified lives and meaningful roles in their communities. So such kind of visions do each and every business carry. So this is the vision of Infosys, right? How they are going to achieve it? How they are going to achieve it? What is going to be the pathway? This, you guys have what you guys have learned, a roadmap to that particular point. So you have written over there, a roadmap. This is the pathway to company's future. Okay? So they were talking about future. They were talking about 2050, and they have started taking their steps accordingly. Right? Should I go ahead? Yes, please. Follow it down. Now, if I talk about vision carries. Nothing has happened. I was just trying to basically change the environment. Nothing has happened. So, the very first is, when it comes to basically finding any of the vision statements, there are 3 elements which are required to be focused upon. The very first element is that what business the company presently is in. The company presently is in. And which business company is there? Because if I'll talk about Infosys or else if I'll talk about Patanjali, both of the visions are going to be different. After that, so using the mission statement, and after that, where we are going, where we are supposed to go, where we are going, for which direction we are going, and after that, the communicating about it should be in a clear and committed term. That should not be like that, yes, you have made a vision, but you are unable to complete it. So that should be in clear and committed term. That means a person, whosoever is reading it, can identify it, can make necessary, can understand it. That should not be like, कितना complicated है, कोई समझ ही नहीं पा रहा है. Right? When it comes to a particular vision is not written anywhere in any of the documents across any of the laws. Vision की कहीं पे requirement नहीं पड़ती है बेटा. तो बनाते क्यों है? बना लेते हैं बस. So vision is not required in any of the annual returns, neither in any of the board reports. But that do have some of the important purposes as well. So what is going to be the purpose of vision? What is purpose of vision, or what is the use of vision, where a vision is supposed to be important? It clearly provides the direction which company is following. Clearly provide the direction which company is following. Which company is following. So that means, where are we going? That means that the direction in which company is going. Right? Please pause over here. Pause. Now, after that, they are going to identify the need of changing. Identify the need of changing from existing direction. That why you are changing your existing direction. What's wrong with your existing direction? Is that not that much effective enough? What is wrong with the existing direction? Why you are changing it? So you should identify that yes, there's a need of changing the direction. So after that, create passionate environment. So Infosys is too much passionate about the mission 2050. Passionate environment. Passionate environment. If I talk about to create the passionate environment, so that what will happen that if you basically come to know about that, yes, this is going to be our vision. Just like that, these institutes, our institutes, they do have a vision. Okay, so after that, create creativity. Create creativity in every member. In every member of company. In every member of company to prepare company for future. So every member will come to know about, and every member is going to contribute towards the company for the future of the company. After that, promote entrepreneurship. Promote entrepreneurship. Promote entrepreneurship. Right? So this is each and everything whatsoever was associated with the word vision, that is over. That is over. Now we are moving towards that what do you understand by the term mission? What do we understand by the term mission? What is your mission? Mission over here does not mean mission impossible. Right? It does not mean mission impossible. Mission basically means the fundamental and enduring objectives of organization. Enduring objectives of organization. That sets it apart from other organizations. Sets it apart from other organizations of similar nature. So what does that mean? Beta, if you come to know about FMCG, you guys know about FMCG products, fast moving consumer goods. In this, you do have a lot of products. You have products from HUL, you have products from Amway, right? You have products from so many companies, but you have products from Patanjali itself, right? So how does a Patanjali is different from these products? How Patanjali is different from these similar companies? That is your mission. That you do carry something different as compared to the companies which are of similar nature. That you are sitting somewhere apart from other organizations of the similar nature. These companies are of similar nature, but still we are different. If Amway, HUL, Patanjali, they are doing the same thing, or else, let me take you somewhere else. If Pepsi, Coke, and Thumbs Up, everything is different, but Thumbs Up takes the thunder. They have made it a different thing using their mission. Takes the thunder. So they have made it totally different. When it comes to Pepsi, Coke, Coca-Cola, we don't know the difference between them. But although Pepsi carries a very high reputation in the market, it carries very high recall value. Right? Moving ahead, should I go ahead? Yes, please. Now, moving ahead. Mission. If I'll talk about mission, so corporate mission that highlights the organizational self-concept and the nature of products to be offered for the fulfillment of the requirements of the customer. So that whatsoever that a company should offer to the customers should make that company different from the companies of similar nature, right? And that should also satisfy the demand of the customer as well. If I talk about mission, mission includes, let me summarize it properly. So mission includes definition of, so this company used to provide a particular product or service. Definition of product and service. And product and service which organization provides. Which organization provides. So the product and services which the organization provides, that is also defined by the mission statement. And what is the technology? Just give me a moment. Okay. The technology which they are using, technology used for providing products. Which technology you are using to basically deliver your products to the customers, that is also inclusive in the mission. What are the types of markets which you basically cover? Types of markets which you cover. Can you find a difference between mission and vision? Difference पता चल रहा है बेटा? Right? After that, customer need or requirement. Customer need or requirement. Customer need or requirement. After that, distinctive competencies. Distinctive competencies. How you are different from the other competitors which are available in the market. All these things, they are included in the mission. That how you are different from others. है ना? जब जाते हो तुम लगे उसको बोलते हो मतलब I like you. There is no one in the world. अरे ये तो सब कहते हैं, तुम में अलग बात क्या है? That is your mission. How you are different from others. Right? Should I go ahead now? Now, moving further. Okay. Should I go ahead? Now, if I talk about, okay, leave it. Let me show you mission of a company. Wait. So what? अच्छा, Apple का नाम सुना है? Apple mobile phones. हाँ. Apple. This is the current mission statement of Apple. See the current mission statement of Apple. Right. So Apple design Macs. So what is the product? Talking about product, the best personal computers in the world along with OX Life. OX Life, OX and iLife. This is the technology which they use. The technology which they use. ठीक है बेटा. And after that, Apple leads the digital music evolution with its iPods and iTunes online store. Again, about the product, Apple has reinvented the mobile phone with its revolutionary iPhone and App Store and is defining the future of mobile phone media and computing the devices with iPad. Defining the future of mobile media. That means what is the market for which they are basically focusing on? It's mobile media. They are into mobile media. And after that, this is just basically a mission is not like itna sa hi nahi hota hai. It's too much elaborated. After that, what is going to be expected? What is the mission statement going to be expected? Apple is committed to bring the best personal computing experience to students, educators, and creative professionals around the world through its innovative hardware, software, and internet offerings. So this is all about that how a mission is basically stated, which makes it distinctive, which makes Apple distinctive from others. That is iOS, their supporting system. Smartphones carry Androids, they carry iOS. Right? Should I go ahead, beta? Now moving ahead, talking about rest of the things. Let's do one thing then. Sir, what is this? What is this? Just wait over here. Let me basically check something here. Now, moving on to the next thing, that why there is a need for different mission, why that should be exclusive from anybody else. So each and every time you are going to make a particular mission, now this is not easy because everybody is going to read your mission and this is not easy. So this is first of all time consuming, this is tedious, and that is not required by any of the external bodies. Not even the government will ask you guys for that, what is the mission of your company. But this mission should reflect the attitude, outlook and orientation of your company, of the organization. So mission is of no use. Then why we make it? If mission is no more required, then why that is required? What we need to accomplish by making mission? हासिल क्या करना चाहते हो? So to ensure the unanimity of purpose. It provides a basis for motivating the use of resources that yes, we want to be different from somewhere else, from the rest of the competitors into the market. We should be different from them. After that, there should be an organizational climate into that mode, and to serve as a focal point who can identify the organizational purpose and direction. It serves as a focal point from where the things move. Tata will move over there and Maruti will move over there. So it serves as a focal point. Right. Now, you guys can note over here. You guys can note. Moving on to next. अच्छा pause नहीं किया था बेटा, please pause over here. Pause. Now, you guys can pause over here as well. Now, we are done with the classroom. Now, I'm wrapping up the classroom. Into the next class, we are going to talk about objective and goal, that what is the difference among both of them, and after that we will be talking about the level of strategies. That is going to be a really short class. Into the next class when we'll be meeting, and after that we'll be wrapping up the classroom that makes very soon, and after that we'll be left with almost like nothing. Now bye bye, take care of yourself. We'll catch you in next class. Bye.